In Luke 15, we have the story of the prodigal son, or actually the Bible calls it the story of two sons. And the only thing I was thinking about in this story is both brothers were actually experiencing shame, but they dealt with it differently. The one brother, as we know, the brother that kind of gets the bad rap, he goes and he's looking for meaning in life, and he tells his dad, give me some money, give me my inheritance. And we know he goes, spends it on prostitutes until he realizes, like, well, that didn't work, and now he's in deeper shame, right? And I love this part. It says, and when he came to himself, in the Greek it says, and when he came to himself, he went home. What broke shame in his life? Well, let me say, we don't know if it actually broke shame, but it gave him courage to go after shame. What did it? Identity. He said, I'm better than this. The elder brother he's kind of the good guy in the movie, but actually the elder brother is as screwed up as the little brother. The elder brother finds out that the young brother's coming home, and instead of being excited, he's mad. And he's mostly mad because his dad runs out and gives him the robe, the ring, and the sandals. Like, his dad doesn't like, you used all my money on prostitutes, you. And the elder brother's like, you didn't shame him. You didn't correct him. You should have made him work or something. Because the older brother goes, you gave him the fattened calf. Notice that was a fattened calf. But anyway, gave him the fattened calf. And you haven't even given me a goat. And his brother, you could see why his younger brother left. The older brother is like, he should have to work hard and work his way back in. You shouldn't just automatically take him all back and then give him the robe, the ring, and the sandals, and then have a party for him. And his brother's mad because I do good every day and you have no party for me. And he does good one day and you have a party for him. What's up with that? And how many can see that the older brother, he's working through shame by trying to get an identity through his effort. I work hard. I'm the man. I have identity because of what I've done. How many know both brothers are messed up? And his father says to him, the wisest words, of course. He says, listen, I haven't given you a goat, but you own the whole farm. I gave your brother one goat. You own the whole freaking farm. What's the problem? Your brother got one goat. You own all the farm. It's so funny, don't matter what condition you're in life, shame can actually be ruling you. You think shame was just with the prodigal kid because he did all the wrong stuff, and yet shame's with the religious kid. Also, they're both dealing with shame. Isaiah 61, I love this passage. This passage says, the Spirit of the Lord God is upon me, for the Lord has anointed me. And it talks about healing the brokenhearted, releasing captives and prisoners, and done all this crazy, amazing stuff to these broken people, right? And one of the words in the Hebrew is that God's healing the broken, the shattered minds. God's healing shattered minds. He's healing broken hearts. He's healing people that are captives and prisoners. And then after he gets them healed, verse 4 says, and then they, the broken people, they'll go back and rebuild the ruined cities, right? Such a beautiful passage. But listen to what it says about them after after that, verse 4. It says, and strangers will pass through your flocks, the broken peoples who were once broken. Are you following me? And strangers will pass through your flocks, and foreigners will be your farmers and your vine dressers. But you will be called the priests of the Lord. You'll be spoken of as ministers of our God. You will eat the wealth of nations, and in their riches you will boast. And listen to this verse. Instead of shame, you'll have a double portion. Instead of humiliation, you will shout for joy over your portion. I just love that verse because, how do I get out of shame? Well, God will break shame over me. God says, no longer, you're going to not even remember your shame anymore, and I'm going to give you a double portion, and you're going to be shouting about how amazing God made you. I like that verse. I can see you didn't get it as well as I did, but there again, you're not me. I know you'd want to be, but you're not that funny.